Yes, hello and welcome to another edition of Word with SDE. My name is William Osoro, and you know how we put it down. Now today on the show we have a fashion designer. Specifically, he deals with suits, so obviously he's a very fashionable man. He's the founder of Ashok Creatives. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the show Ashok Sunny. Vipi bro? Shukran sana. Konzima?
Salamu labda.
Pia mimi konzima. Let's do this.
Yeah.
First thing first, how did you get into fashion?
I got into fashion a while back. It was long ago actually, when I was in campus. It's a passion that it's in you. So in the beginning, you start from, mostly we all started from Kikomba. You don't know how the business works, you start to learn. So most of the time you get office from Kikomba, you alter them kidogo, you sell them. So time by time, you start knowing how the business goes. You learn from other people, you find fundis, you find where fabrics are sold. And now you get into the business.
Did you study fashion design in college, or what were you studying in college?
Well, I was in campus, I was doing BBIT. I have a bachelor's in BBIT. And then later on is when I decided, let me start knowing about fashion and design. So slowly I started studying it. But if you're good in something, and if you want to know something, the best place to learn from is apprenticeship. So you get someone who can take you through it, learn from someone, because the day-to-day is where you can learn how to do something.
True. Yeah. So when you're starting out, I'm guessing you had very limited resources, among other things. Yeah. So how was it like for you starting out? Right now you can see you have a couple of machines, but then how was it like starting out?
Starting out, I didn't have anything. Just starting out from outsourcing, you get a fundi, you have a working relationship. I started with him. He had a workshop.
It was your first fundi?
First tailor. He had a workshop, so I started with him, slowly by slowly. Then you learn from him, and he learns from me. So at the end of the day, you come and create a relationship, and you decide, we can do this long term.
Starting out, now that you're in school and everything, did your parents support your dreams of pursuing passion apart from BBHG that you were initially studying?
Okay, my mom was open-minded because I was raised by my mom. My dad died when I was very young. So my mom is the one supported me. So she told me, you can do fashion, but be patient, do something else first. Have a plan A and a plan B. So the fashion, because it's a small industry, you need time to grow. So if you need time to grow, you need something else to help you grow. Yeah, and you need, at the end of the day, if you're going to run it as a business, you need knowledge of business to run a business in the long term.
True.
Yeah.
Now, financially, how did you fund for your starting capital? Because one of the major challenges that entrepreneurs are facing in this time and point, they tell you, hey, we can find startup capital, among other things. So how did you get the financing necessary to start off your business?
See, the problem with people is you focus on capital. Capital is not everything. If you have the idea, you have the passion, and the drive, you can come up with the capital. You can start with whatever small you have and be patient and grow with it. Capital will grow. The business will grow with whatever capital you have. Yeah. So if you're passionate, motivated, and driven enough, you'll get to where you want to go.
So how many tailors do you have working?
Currently, we have, you can see we have 6. We have 6 tailors.
Yeah.
And we have 2 companies involved. We have Linen and Khaki. So Naftali is the CEO of Linen and Khaki. So he majors in ladies wear. That's why we're going to ladies wear.
Okay.
Because he has been doing ladies wear for a while now. So he knows approximately how many years? 7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So he has a company called Linen and Khaki. He's been there even before us. We started. He was the first to start his company. So we came along. So we've been working together because I know you can never be big unless you work with like-minded people. Also, I have a partner called Fadili. He's the one who helped us to grow to where we are right now. Yeah.
Now, what impact did social media have in growing your brand when you started out?
I had a very big impact because if you have a small capital, meaning you can make only 2 pieces or 3 pieces. So if you make 2 or 3 pieces, the only way you can market them is social media, because you cannot afford a website, you cannot afford to host a website, you cannot afford print media, so television media to advertise your product. So it was very expensive. So the only thing that would help us was social media, especially Facebook and Instagram.
And right now we're joined by one of Ashok's partners. Ashok, who's this fine gentleman?
This is my partner. His name is Fadil Hussein. He's my recent partner. He came up to this journey so we can grow and become bigger. Yeah.
So Fadil, what exactly is it that you do?
What exactly that I do? Most of what I do mostly in this company, I deal with financing, maybe products and just to grow the company itself.
What is it that attracted you to Ashok's company that made you be willing even to financially invest in it?
Okay, what happened since when I was a child, I used to love fashion and things to do with fashion, but I didn't have that. Okay, I didn't have ideas, but I used to love dress and all that. So when time came, that's when I got to notice. Actually, I knew Ashok through a friend of mine. So when he introduced to me Ashok, I did one of his collections, a suit and all. I got to love his work. That's when I chipped in. Since I was interested in fashion, so I just talked to him, we met, and everything.
The rest is history. We'll get back to you to tell me more about the suit that you're wearing. Ashok, now that you identified a gap in the market and you're working to supply good suit at a very affordable price. So what's your key, what is it that you did that made your suits more affordable compared to the other suits that are being sold around Nairobi?
Okay, what I decided is we can have a normal suit, a mwananchi suit. We can have a high-end suit. So depending on your capability, what I could do is make sure that whichever fabric you decide, because the fabric will determine the price of the suit. So whichever fabric you decide you want to use or you can afford, my work is to make sure the quality is good enough for you to wear so that no one can notice or you can say that this suit is very cheap, this suit is very... So it's for me to come up with a way to make sure that the fabric that I'm using, whatever I'm using to make that suit, is of high quality, and the craftsmanship I'm putting into that suit is of high quality, so that even if you're buying a suit here, you can use that suit for a minimum of at least 3 years. Yeah.
What about the Kenyan fashion industry? We spoke earlier and you said that it's still in its growing stages. What's your take on it, and what's the future of the Kenyan fashion industry?
Okay, in my opinion, the industry is in an infant stage because we are not growing at a rate that we can say we are growing very fast, because you are limited by a lot of things, and what we need most is government input, because we don't have a textile manufacturing plant. We have to import fabrics. When it comes to things like shoes, hats, and whatever, machinery is very expensive, so we need to import this machinery. So to come and do these things here, it's becoming very expensive. Even when you're making a suit, raw materials for making a suit, lining, padding, gum, these things are very expensive. So if you're buying it from here, we're buying it from someone who has already imported it from somewhere else. All this, the price and the tariffs trickle down to us, and then at the end of the day, it trickles down to the client. So if we had a way that we can make these things here, make it affordable, because we used to have cotton, but we don't have a cotton refinery plant. Why? And we have cotton here. Cotton is being bought from here, taken somewhere else, processed and then sold back to us. Why? So that's the problem we have, and we need a government to come in and help us, because this is an industry which can grow. We can make a lot of profit. We can pay taxes, a lot of taxes to the government. That only thing we need is the input, and we need the government to take a step and decide that we're going to help you guys, because we've been making a lot of noise, but response is very minimal. Yeah.
Back to you. What would you say to the young people, because out there, the youth in Kenya are complaining of unemployment among other things, but then we've seen that you've come together as two young people, like-minded people, and you're working towards something. So what is it that you would advise the youth out there to do?
In my own opinion, I would just say, just be patient. Things just come whenever you get to open. When you find open doors, that's when you jump in. But if there's nothing that's coming, just be patient.
Patience pays the same. Meskia stories are crime nini mchore hizo from. Ashok, tell us about your suit, the suit you're wearing.
Okay, this is just a normal purple ribbon suit. Yeah, you cannot wear it on a normal day. Mostly it's not a corporate suit, because you cannot wear it to most of the workplaces. But you can wear it on a Friday, you can wear it on a Saturday, you can wear it on a Sunday when you're going to church, you can wear it to an event. So it's something casual, just put on when you don't have something very formal to do. Yeah.
Fadili, what about your suit?
My suit can be classified in two. You can wear it for meetings, you can do it for an event, and also you can do it for corporate meetings. Star Dotted suit.
Okay.
For courtesy by Ashok. He's the brains of this.
Is the
He's the brains for all this. But me, I'm just here just to help a friend.
Now, so what's the future of Ashok and your company and everything? I mean, what do you plan? What do you envision for your company? Do you have plans of maybe getting into shelves in supermarkets or clothes outlets, anywhere at all?
Okay, like you mentioned earlier, the biggest problem we have is distribution channels. Because you can never go to a shop and say you're buying a Kenyan designer outfit. You'll go buy fake Gucci, you'll go buy fake Louis. Why should you wear fake Gucci and fake Louis when you can wear original Ashok? Why? Because Kenyans don't believe in Kenyans. So we can never grow if we don't believe in ourselves. So that's the problem. That's why we're buying, because the most of the things we consume here are counterfeit. I cannot lie to you, because if you're saying you're buying original Gucci, original Dolce, it's very expensive, 100 and plus thousands. So if you're normal Monenchi wearing Gucci, just know it's fake. Come to us. We'll give you something legit, something credible, something durable. And the second thing is, we're looking for distribution channels where we can I don't have to go and open a shop somewhere and say I'm selling Ashok's outfits. Why don't the big retailers, like in US we have Bloomingdale's, you have Woolworth. These guys are stocking their own people's products. Why don't we have shops where we can have shelves and store our own products every single day? So we're looking into shops we can give our shelves as a distribution channel, so we can, because the target is we can do bespoke, but at the end of the day we can do ready-made outfits. We want our ready-made outfits to be in the shop, so that it can reach to many, to have a bigger market, so we can reach to many people all over the country and beyond. Yeah.
If I wanted a suit exactly like this, how much would I have to part with?
It depends on the fabric. Like a simple suit like this will cost you 10,000, but something like this will cost you 20,000, because it's a bit more fancy and the fabric is a bit more expensive. So it depends with the preference and your budget. And something I would say, we have a launch 11th May. It will be a fashion show at Two Rivers Mall from 6, our first fashion show, season 1, we call it season 1, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Two Rivers Mall, Expo Hall. Yeah.
Now, I have a question, I have a fun question, I believe.
Yeah.
What's your advice to a budding businessman, and specifically someone looking to invest or start a business in the fashion world in Kenya?
Okay, my advice will be, have your niche, be creative, be unique. Don't look at what other people are doing. Do whatever you want to do, whatever you believe is the best you can do. Do that. Be patient, make sacrifices, and you'll get there.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
The fashion show.
Thank you.
We'll also try to push on as much as we could.
Thank you.
How do they find you on social media? Because I'm saying, hey, IG, film guy.
Yeah.
And how can they find you?
Social media, so far we're doing good.
So
I think we're doing well. We can't complain.
Our page is Ashok Sunny Tailored on Instagram, Ashok Sunny Tailored on Facebook. Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for chilling out with us. Ashok, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for coming.
For inviting us to your
Anytime.
Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere at SDE Kenya. You can also catch me across all platforms at I am Osoro. Thanks so much for your time. Till next time, have a good one.